When did you find out that with a simple branch like this, you can make a desert rose just like this one without any difficulty at all? That's right, if we don't show it, a lot of people don't believe the incredible results we get with this technique, which is used by the top experts in desert rose propagation. When the desert roses are without flowers during their transition phase, that's when growers take the opportunity to multiply hundreds of plants with the same DNA. The secret to rooting these plants lies in the details, and it took me a long time to learn. I lost many plants before I discovered the real secret, which most growers will never reveal to you because they don't want you to learn this. It's very easy once you learn how. Come with me and I'll show you now. If you follow the step-by-step instructions and use the products I'm going to show you here, you can be sure you'll have dessert roses multiplied at home by yourself. But you shouldn't skip any part of this video because right up to the end, there is important information that you need to consider when propagating the plant. In addition to showing you the step-by-step process, I'm also going to show you the amazing results. Look, this little seedling here, we set it to root just a short while ago, and I'll unpot it now to show you that it has already grown some roots. Stay with me, because you're going to learn in this video. The first step is to choose the plant from which we'll take the branch and the branch that we're going to cut. I personally prefer to carefully take new cuttings from plants that are completely and perfectly healthy. It's important that the branch doesn't have mealybugs, aphids, or any pests at all. And you can choose those branches from plants that have grown too leggy, so you can already start shaping the canopy of your plant with the pruning you're doing. Now we're going to choose a part of the branch that is neither too young nor too woody. We're going to cut this branch here about 10 to 15 centimeters long and cut it at an angle, okay? A crucial and essential guideline you should follow is to make your cuts at a slanted angle. And always use properly cleaned gardening tools, preferably sterilized and very sharp to avoid damaging the plant. After making the first cut, you should wait a little while and then make a second cut here, see? So the plant's sap can drain and the branch dries out nicely. You can do this either on the upper top part or the lower bottom part. Okay, since I'm recording here, I'm gonna cut very carefully. Let me use both hands to make the cut here, on this bottom part, just right, okay? See, it needs to be a clean cut, a straight and diagonal cut, so that if it gets water, whether it rains or during watering, if water hits this wound, it won't stay on the surface but will run off. So what we've done here is the foundation for all rooting. About 10 to 15 centimeters of branch length, a branch that's already somewhat woody but not too old, and a clean diagonal cut with a clean tool. This is the foundation for all rooting, so pay attention to this detail. Now, at the base of the plant you cut, where we're also going to wait for new shoots, we're going to seal this wound with the natural healing agent, which is powdered cinnamon, see folks? We're going to apply it both to the bottom part of the plant base, where we made the cut, and also to the part we're going to root, which is the canopy part of our plant. Here, where the cut is, this open wound, we're not going to leave it open, no. We're going to put our natural healing agent here. Look, powdered cinnamon, which is a natural healer, and you probably already have it at home. Personally, I don't like to put my finger directly on these open wounds. You should always work with very clean hands and try to avoid any direct contact of your hand right here, see? Please don't do this, okay? We're doing it with very clean, well-washed hands, so we're going to do this on our plant. After you cut the branch and treat it, don't plant it right away, okay? You're going to leave this branch here, resting in a place without direct sunlight, but also not dark for 24 to 48 hours. Never plant it right after you cut it, because the risk of losing it is very high. So what are you going to do? Wait between 24 and 48 hours before planting. I have a little branch here that we've already done this process with, and we've waited for it to form a slight callus. We already have it here, look, 24 hours after cutting, and now I'm going to show the next step with this little branch here, which we've already let rest. Now, the environment where we're going to root the branch will be this little pot here. Notice that the pot has plenty of holes. These holes are very important for the desert rose, whether for rooting or for its regular growth. This is where the excess water from watering or rain will drain out. So we are going to plant in this container. As a drainage layer in your pot, use charcoal for barbecues, but it can't be used charcoal. It needs to be new, unused charcoal. Why? Vegetable charcoal is antifungal. It prevents bacteria, fungi, and even diseases that could affect your plant. Besides providing excellent drainage in your pot, it also prevents the holes from getting clogged with soil or planting substrate. So we're going to put the vegetable charcoal in first. Now observe how the vegetable charcoal looks. Next, add into your container or into your pot a light and well-draining substrate, Sazi. It is best to use one that is high quality and specifically formulated for desert roses, or even one designed for succulents or cacti. All of these types of substrates are designed for high drainage and will effectively prevent excess water in the plant you are currently rooting. This will ensure that your plant doesn't develop fungus even if you water it a lot, which won't happen because I'm also going to teach you here how to water it properly. But pay close attention to the substrate. It needs to be like this, a light, very fresh, very porous substrate so that when you water, the water really drains, okay? Now comes the real secret, alright? We are going to prepare a rooting solution. We're going to need 100 milliliters of clean water, okay? Clean, regular water. You can use tap water, but let it sit for a while so the chlorine evaporates. And if you do everything right but still can't get the branches to root, here's the reason. Specialists, professionals, they use rooting agents. This one here is an organic rooting agent, see? Organic fertilizer, which really helps your branches to root. And believe it or not, this rooting agent here, don't worry, there's a link in the description. At the end of the video, you can come back and access the link to buy this product if it's not available in your area. But it's very cheap. It comes in a little bottle like this, and it goes a long way, okay? You give it a little shake like this, you open it up, and we're going to add about 10 milliliters of this product to 100 milliliters here. 100 milliliters of water, 10 milliliters of this product. We're going to put it in here, look. Normally, I even use less. 5 milliliters is already enough because it's a rooting hormone. And it's a natural hormone, guys. One capful like this is about 5 milliliters. So we're going to add a little more here. Look, let's put in about 1.5 capfuls. That'll be roughly between 5 and 10 milliliters of this powerful and organic rooting agent. Just this tip alone is worth a like on this video because not many people will tell you this, okay? Once you've added the rooting agent, now stir this mixture, make sure it's really well blended. And with this, we can use this little product for several cuttings. I'm just going to show it with one here, but later I'll do it with several cuttings. What I really want is for you to learn. This is the color it should be, and now we're going to do the proper rooting procedure. The rooting agent isn't a miracle worker. It needs to be used along with all these tips we're sharing in the video. So follow this step by step. If you forget anything, watch it again, but stick to these rules and it will work. 100% effective. You'll see. Now you're going to take that little branch of yours that's been resting and healing for 24 or 48 hours, and you're simply going to, look, place it here. See? You're going to put it here so it makes contact with the base of the plant and leave it here for 5 to 10 minutes. For thinner branches, it's 5 minutes. For thicker branches, 10 minutes. Just to be sure, I'm going to leave it here for 10 minutes before planting. And then we're going to plant it the right way to make sure it takes root. So you can let it rest here, just don't leave it in the hot sun, okay? Do this when the weather is cloudy or at the end of the afternoon, early in the morning, and always try to do this when your desert rose is not in bloom. Leave the flowers. If it has flowers, wait for them to fall off. And when it's without flowers, you prune it so it can regrow, and you can also make clones of your desert rose. Alright folks, it's been more than 10 minutes now. About 11 minutes have passed since we let this solution work. This solution you see here, this rooting agent folks, it contains natural hormones that stimulate root formation in the branch. Besides that, it has micronutrients that provide the plant's initial structure, all the nutrients it needs. That's exactly why professional growers are able to cultivate cuttings from branches with more roots, with far less loss, and robust plants that grow much faster. I can tell you that you'll be surprised by how quickly roots develop on these branches and the way these roots grow. It might sound unbelievable, but now I'm going to teach you how to plant the right way. In the pot with the substrate we prepared, we're going to make a little hole in the middle like this. We're not going to bury it too deep, okay? We're going to place it here about 3 to 5 centimeters deep and gently press this little branch so it can stand upright. See? You can't bury it too deep because when you do, the chances of it rotting increase. If you do it this way, it's guaranteed success. Give it a try and then let me know how it turns out. And now all you have to do is give it its first watering. Whenever you're doing the initial watering, use a spray bottle so the water doesn't come out too strong and destabilize our branch. You can water it generously. This branch has already healed. We let it rest, so there's no risk of it rotting easily. We're going to water it until water comes out of the holes at the bottom, but always with gentle watering like this, see? Here, look, the water has come out the bottom. So you can stop watering it now. Just take this little pot and place it somewhere bright, but without direct sunlight. Leave it there, water it once a week, and in 30 days, you will already start to see the roots. As I'm going to show you now, With these amazing results, we have branches at various stages of rooting. Look at this branch that we rooted a few days ago, and we have this one here, for example, which has been rooting for about 30 days. And just look at the abundance of roots on this branch, which, as you can see, was rooted from a branch itself. So it's a seedling grown from a branch using this simple and easy method. Another amazing result, which is already starting to sprout new shoots here, is this very branch. Just look at the amount of roots we have on this branch here. It's even bigger, thicker, and supposedly harder to root according to others' opinions. But with this method, we root it very easily as well. And for smaller branches, here's another example. We have this little branch here, which is a small branch. See? It's already been carefully pruned back, and we also have an incredibly abundant root system. Just look at the sheer volume of healthy roots we find on this seedling here. Isn't it simple to do? And you can make a seedling at home, while some people are paying a lot of money for it. You can do it yourself by taking a branch from your neighbor, or even by buying a seedling and multiplying it into several, so you can even recover the money you spent on the one you bought, or actually profit from the seedlings you're making. The desert rose is a plant that produces abundant flowers, can live for over 100 years if well cared for, and just look at this wonderful amount of blooming. We also have fertilizers to help these plants bloom. In the videos here, you'll find several fertilizers that stimulate this plant's flowering, and when it's well cared for, it looks amazing. Just look at these ones, really beautiful, some with quite exotic shapes. You'll love having this plant at home. It requires very little maintenance. Here, for plants of this size, we water them once a week. Its watering is quite spaced out, it loves sunlight, and produces lots of flowers. See how simple it is to propagate desert rose and have this beautiful plant in your home? With this simple and effective method, you'll never need to buy this plant ever again. And the best part is that this same method works perfectly for countless different types of plants. But it's very important that you leave your honest feedback on today's content right here. Please leave a comment below in the comment section with your personal rating from 0 to 10. How would you rate this content we created for you, where we share these helpful gardening tips? Kwahi? My dedicated mission is to bring you free, tested, and proven tips for you to apply at home so you can achieve truly impressive results with your plants, just like we do here in our professional nursery. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and want to keep learning about plants, it's very important that you go now to the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel right now. And even more important than that, you need to activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos we release here on the channel. Make sure to turn on the notification bell now, and don't be selfish. Please share this content with other people. Why sit? We put so much hard work into creating this content, and we do it all for free for you. So all you need to do is share it with your friends, with the people you care about, with groups of people who like plants, because I'm sure there are a lot of people who need this information, and you already have it in your hands. You've already discovered our channel. You just need to share it so they can have access to this information too. And before you leave this video, I'm going to leave a suggestion here for you to binge watch and learn more about plants and how you can take better care of yours. So I'll stop here for now, sending a big kiss to your heart. There are important links down below, including all the products we use in our videos. These products we used in today's video, all of them are in the link in the description. You can just access it if you want to get them all for your home. A big kiss to your heart. See you in the next video. I am out.